With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. Jason Taylor is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, nothing to really get excited about in his last outing. Only threw into the 3rd inning. Because of that, he was saddled with the loss. Hopefully he can turn things around and pitch better here.
Alonzo COCHRAN heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Alonzo COCHRAN.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by GALVIS, and he's retired here, 1 away. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think they have to be hoping for more from Curtis Granderson. I mean, this is a guy that was a 300 hitter last season. Clearly, something's off for him right now, but I do think we'll see him change his fortunes as time goes on.
Curtis Granderson will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in game number 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Brown going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo home run for Curtis Granderson. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
And I tell you, what's impressive about this swing, in this weather, when it's this cold, you really got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty darn impressive right there.
Batting third.
Standing in now, Bryant Tyner. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Mayberry. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Yoenis Cespedes will stride in. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
From the stretch. Belted high in the air out to left. Brown going back on it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first at Citizens Bank Park. It's 1-0 Mets. Jacob DeGrand is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
Gerardo Parra comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Phillies, third baseman, Gerardo Parra.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
Up top, it's 2-0. Hit high and deep to left field. Cespedes is going back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think you really have to focus on what the pitcher's going to give you. If he's going to pitch you away, you got to go the other way. That way you can string together a few hits to put up some crooked numbers in this game.
Number 26 will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. You figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch David Wright at third base in this one. Still a very dependable third baseman. Not quite the third baseman he was early on in his career. He's had physical limitations over the last few years, but still one of the better ones in the game.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
On the ground to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Mets are out on top, 1-0. Mark Piazza will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there, just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Into the windup and the pitch. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike one. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
One strike. The count.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Two and two count. Here it comes. Hit to short. Siegel over to his left. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, first baseman number 21, Lucas Duda.
Lucas Duda will stand in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brown on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile-an-hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Neil Walker comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only one hit in his last 4 ball games. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Set to deliver on 2-1. And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. Brown is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Matt Paxton will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Granderson is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
John Mayberry will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Pulling it in out there is Cespedes, and there are 2 gone now.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Freddie Galvis will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jacob DeGrand set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know, it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Siegel ranging up the middle. A spin and a throw. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Oh, and I got to say right here that I love the hustle. You know, more often than not, pitchers are going to run down the line with about a 40% effort. But he was giving it his all right there, and it paid off for him in the form of an infield single. Great play.
Alonzo COCHRAN will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And Brown will look this one in for route number 1.
Up next for the Mets.
So with one gone, a reminder that New York Mets baseball continues all season long here on MLB The Show, as you take a look there at where the three of us will be in the week ahead. Curtis Granderson stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. One and one. Here it is. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run home run for Curtis Granderson, his second of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
And that's already 2 home runs he's coughed up here in the first 2 1/3 innings. He's not fooling anybody out there, and they just keep pouring it on.
Stepping in now, Bryant Tyner. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. David Wright is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Mayberry on the move, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's 3-0 New York. Sam Siegel will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Duda's up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting, and so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Into the box, TEAGARDEN. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball out toward right field. Granderson moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Jason Taylor will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Leave it to the pitcher to finally get him a base runner. He was 8 up, 8 down before he stepped in, and he's saying, what's so hard about this?
Gerardo Parra will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Hot shot towards the hole. In there, a base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Number 26.
Number 26 stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
To first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Mark Piazza is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Back to the mound and off his leg. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injury to insult. It hasn't been his finest performance so far, and now this one shot right back at him at the mound. No time to get out of the way, and that's going to sting for quite a while.
Here's Lucas Duda now. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
In there, 1-2 now. Popped high in the air. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the fourth.
Now batting.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back.
Walker.
I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Neil Walker is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Grounded up the first baseline. To his left, Paxton. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Dominic Brown, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And one of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Paxton is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Oh, and he struck him out as well. So he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
John Mayberry stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First offering on its way. In the air to straightaway right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still down 3-0. Jacob DeGrand heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Jacob DeGrand.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Alonzo COCHRAN will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Down the first baseline, reined in, and they'll get to fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Curtis Granderson stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Oh, what a play. Got him.
Picked him up. Nice play. And that's a great play down at first just to make sure that he gets an out right here. The runner will move up a base, but that's a small price to pay for getting that out at first. Well done.
Into the box, Bryant Tyner. Here's a high pop-up. Parra is there for it. And that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They lead it 3-0. Freddie Galvis will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Under this one is Duda, and that's an easy out, number one.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Striding into the box, Sam Siegel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. And he comes back with a fastball right down Patterson Avenue, and quickly it's 0-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Walker onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
He gets another easy pop-up there, and this is just turning into a walk in the park. It's been a pretty stress-free outing for him so far.
Taylor Teagarden is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. David Hernandez will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
David Hernandez.
Yoenis Cespedes steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Bounce to first. Paxton is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Boy, just so late on that fastball. And you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Mark Piazza.
Mark Piazza will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Still looking for that final pitch to get him out of this inning. But he's seen the count move now from 0-2 all the way to 3-2.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. To short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Ryan Howard is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Ryan Howard.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And a big swing by Howard, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
Yeah, and you got to figure if he's going to jump the yard here, it's going to have to be to left field. Because I don't think they're going to give him anything inside that he can pull.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss by Howard, and the big guy can't make contact. There's 1 away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Leadoff man retired. Here's Gerardo Parra. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Hit hard back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Only their 3rd hit of the ball game so far. He's got 2 of them. This offense has pretty much been non-existent this entire ballgame.
Number 26 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Dominic Brown will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now a ball hit for right. This could be 2. Here's Walker for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Matt Paxton will come forward now in a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
He's set. Now the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here he comes on 2-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Tyner moving in. And that's the 3rd out. Phillies leave a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Brett Cecil is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Brett Cecil.
Lucas Duda will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Ground ball left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, this ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Here's Neil Walker. As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike one. Cecil comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
And all of a sudden, it is pouring right now. That's the hardest it's been all night.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hard hit ball to second. Galvis has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
Stepping in, Jacob DeGrom. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Are you kidding me? This is getting ridiculous now. Somebody check that guy's bat. He's got a 3-hit game. Come on.
Alonzo COCHRAN will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Curtis Granderson will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
A 1 pitch on its way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Line drive, base hit left field. Brown able to get this in, and that forces the runner to stop at third base.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bryant Tyner.
Bryant Tyner will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there, perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets leave them loaded, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, John Mayberry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat should be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
You know, and unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak is going to come to an end at 3 games.
Freddie Galvis will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Slapped hard the opposite way. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough 2nd out.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Sam SIEGEL will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away, so as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. no way does he throw it a third time.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
In now, Taylor Teagarden, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. A runner on first with two away. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one, still down 3-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Thomas Fox will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 4, Thomas Fox. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 8.
Leading off the inning, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
8th inning underway here with a curveball that's taken for a ball, 1-0. Now the pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Still 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. David Wright stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Pitch on the way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 1 out, nobody on. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Brown is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter.
A look at our line score thus far. The Mets have come to Philadelphia, and they lead the Phils here in the 8th. Mark Piazza will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 3-0. Kurt Suzuki will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now the pitch. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Piazza scoops it up. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
In is Gerardo Parra, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Number 26.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Number 26 will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
You know, when a guy's shutting you down, you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
Dominic Brown will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Here it comes on 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Around third and being waved on home, and a relay home, and he is in there with their first run, and it's cut to 3-1 now.
Well, he'd put up a string of zeros up until this point, but it looks like his shutout's not going to be in the cards as he gives up his first run here on the RBI double.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Matt Paxton, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only one.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Jim Henderson is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Matt Paxton will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. The double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Phillies on the Domonic Brown RBI double. On to the 9th inning now from Citizens Bank Park. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Kicking off of the 9th, Lucas Duda, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, judging by the way he went after those first 2 pitches, you could bet they just weren't going to lay one in there for him, 0-2. Well, that's a case where a guy dug his own hole there, and on 0-2, he just kept digging.
Here's Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
The pitcher, Jim Henderson.
Basil Padilla will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15, Basil Padilla.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Going back is the center fielder, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Oh, those are the kind of hits that'll snap you out of any kind of slump that you've been in. This ball is absolutely waffled right there. It's a much better swing than he's shown in these past few games, and he's going to pull into second with a nice little wall ball double.
Standing in now, Alonzo Cochran drives it to deep right field. Mayberry ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game.
Back-to-back doubles here, and maybe more damaging, back-to-back 2-out doubles are going to get him a run. It looked like this inning was under control, but that's the kind of quick strike ability that these guys have.
Bobby Parnell will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
39, Bobby Parnell.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
These guys have put together back-to-back doubles. He was looking for a third with that swing.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 away. So if you try to take third in that situation, you darn sure better be safe.
2 outs here with a runner at third. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's now a 4-1 Mets lead. Rolando Henderson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Rolando Henderson.
Striding in to start the 9th, John Mayberry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play.
Yeah, and he's clearly off to a great start, leading the senior circuit here in the first month of the season. It's almost a guarantee that any lead you leave him is pretty darn safe these days. He's like a starting pitcher's security blanket, and we'll see if he can wrap this one up too.
Freddie Galvis is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
0-1, here's the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. Two hitters, two strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Stepping in now, Sam Siegel. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike one.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Oh, he is intimidating. There's no arguing that.
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
And by closing this one out, that's career save number 100 for him. So congratulations on a job well done.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And the Mets were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Curtis Granderson. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 4-1. Good night from Philly.